What if I told you that people-pleasing isn't kindness, it's slavery to approval? Stoics like Epictetus warned, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Stop shrinking yourself to fit in. Let's rebuild your spine. We've all been there, bending over backward for strangers' validation, drowning in yes when your soul screams no. But here's the truth. The more you chase approval, the more you lose yourself. Stoicism isn't about cold indifference, it's about radical self-ownership. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In this video, we're tearing down the cage of people-pleasing and rebuilding unshakable self-mastery. You'll learn, 1. The 3 toxic habits that keep you trapped in approval-seeking. 2. How Stoics like Seneca used boundaries to protect their peace. 3. A step-by-step ritual to reclaim your voice without guilt. If you're ready to stop begging for crumbs of validation and start feasting on self-respect, let's begin. In our fast-paced world, the desire to please everyone can often overshadow our true selves. But what if the key to genuine fulfillment lies not in external approval, but in inner mastery? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, offers timeless wisdom on self-mastery and resilience. Let's explore how embracing Stoic principles can transform our lives. Chapter 1. Understanding the desire to please. The innate human desire to please others is deeply rooted in our evolutionary and social development. As inherently social beings, our ancestors relied on group cohesion for survival, leading to an intrinsic yearning for acceptance and a fear of rejection. While seeking harmony and approval isn't inherently wrong, an overemphasis on pleasing others can result in a loss of personal identity and inner turmoil. The origins of people-pleasing. From an evolutionary standpoint, early humans depended on their communities for protection, food, and reproduction. Being ostracized from the group could mean isolation and vulnerability, leading to an ingrained fear of rejection. This survival mechanism has transcended generations, manifesting today as a desire to conform and be accepted. In modern society, this translates to behaviors aimed at gaining approval, agreeing with others even when it contradicts personal beliefs, avoiding conflict at the expense of one's own needs, and constantly seeking validation. While these behaviors can foster social bonds, they can also lead to self-neglect and a fragmented sense of self. The psychological implications. Constantly striving to please others can have detrimental effects on mental well-being. It may result in anxiety, as individuals become preoccupied with others' perceptions, and depression, stemming from suppressing one's true desires and feelings. Over time, this can erode self-esteem, as personal worth becomes contingent upon external validation. Stoic philosophy on external validation. Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy, offers profound insights into the pitfalls of seeking external approval. The Stoics posited that true contentment arises from within and is achieved by living in accordance with nature and virtue, rather than chasing external accolades. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized focusing on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, while accepting that external events and opinions are beyond our control. He stated, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." This perspective encourages individuals to detach their self-worth from others' opinions, fostering inner peace and resilience. The dichotomy of control. Central to Stoic philosophy is the dichotomy of control, which distinguishes between what we can and cannot control. By recognizing this distinction, individuals can focus their energy on internal growth rather than external approval. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By internalizing this principle, one can cultivate a sense of autonomy and reduce the anxiety associated with people-pleasing. The impermanence of external approval. Stoicism also teaches the impermanent nature of external validation. Opinions are fleeting and often influenced by factors beyond one's control. Basing self-worth on such unstable grounds can lead to a volatile sense of identity. Seneca, another renowned Stoic philosopher, observed, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This craving for more, be it wealth, status, or approval, can lead to perpetual dissatisfaction. Recognizing the impermanence of such desires allows individuals to find contentment in the present moment. Practical Stoic exercises to overcome people-pleasing. Understanding the desire to please is the first step toward transcending it. Through the wisdom of Stoicism, individuals learn that true acceptance comes from within, guiding them toward a life of virtue, resilience, and profound inner peace. By focusing on what is within our control and recognizing the impermanence of external approval, we can cultivate a stable and authentic sense of self, free from the turmoil of people-pleasing. Chapter 2. The Stoic Perspective on Self-Mastery. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy rooted in the teachings of thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, offers a profound framework for achieving self-mastery. At its core, Stoicism teaches that true power lies in understanding what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, and letting go of what we cannot. This chapter delves into the Stoic perspective on self-mastery, exploring how this philosophy empowers individuals to cultivate resilience, clarity, and inner freedom. The dichotomy of control, the foundation of self-mastery. The cornerstone of Stoic self-mastery is the dichotomy of control, a concept famously articulated by Epictetus. Some things are within our power, while others are not. Within our power are opinion, motivation, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever is of our own doing. Not within our power are our body, our property, our reputation, our office, and, in a word, whatever is not of our own doing. This principle teaches us to focus our energy on what we can influence, our mindset, decisions, and values, while accepting what lies beyond our control, such as others' opinions, external events, or outcomes. By internalizing this distinction, we free ourselves from the frustration of trying to change the unchangeable, and instead direct our efforts toward what truly matters: self-improvement. The role of reason and virtue. Stoicism emphasizes the cultivation of reason and virtue as the path to self-mastery. According to the Stoics, reason is the highest human faculty, enabling us to discern right from wrong and align our actions with universal principles. Virtue, defined as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, is the ultimate goal of life. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflects on this. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This quote underscores the Stoic belief that self-mastery begins with mastering our thoughts. By exercising reason, we can overcome irrational emotions, resist temptations, and act in accordance with virtue. The practice of self-discipline. Self-discipline is a recurring theme in Stoic philosophy. Seneca, in his letters, often stressed the importance of self-control and moderation. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. This highlights the Stoic view that true wealth lies in contentment and self-restraint. By practicing self-discipline, we train ourselves to resist impulsive desires, avoid excess, and remain steadfast in the face of adversity. For example, Stoics advocate for voluntary discomfort, deliberately exposing oneself to challenges like fasting, cold showers, or minimalism to build resilience and appreciate what we have. This practice reinforces the idea that happiness comes from within, not from external comforts. Emotional resilience, the Stoic approach to emotions. Stoicism is often misunderstood as advocating for the suppression of emotions. In reality, Stoics encourage the management of emotions through reason. They distinguish between healthy emotions, euthymia, and unhealthy passions, pathos, such as anger, envy, or fear. Epictetus offers practical advice on handling emotions. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This teaches us to reframe challenges as opportunities for growth. For instance, instead of lamenting a setback, we can view it as a chance to practice patience, adaptability, and perseverance. Marcus Aurelius further elaborates, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This mindset, known as amor fati, love of fate, encourages us to embrace every experience, good or bad, as part of our journey toward self-mastery. The power of mindfulness and reflection. Stoicism places great emphasis on mindfulness and self-reflection. Marcus Aurelius, in his private journal, Meditations, models this practice by regularly examining his thoughts and actions. You have wandered all over and finally realized that you never found what you were after: how to live. Not in syllogisms, not in wealth, not in fame, not in indulgence. Nowhere. So where is it to be found? In doing what human nature requires. This passage highlights the importance of aligning our actions with our core values and purpose. By regularly reflecting on our behavior, we can identify areas for improvement and ensure that we remain true to our principles. Letting go of external validation. One of the most liberating aspects of Stoic self-mastery is the rejection of external validation. Stoics argue that seeking approval from others is a futile endeavor, as it places our happiness in the hands of things beyond our control. Epictetus warns, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." This means prioritizing personal growth over others' opinions. By focusing on our own standards of virtue and excellence, we free ourselves from the need for external recognition and find lasting fulfillment. Practical steps to cultivate self-mastery. Practice the dichotomy of control. Each day, identify what is within your control, your thoughts, actions and reactions, and what is not, others' opinions, external events. Focus your energy on the former. Exercise. Self-discipline. Engage in voluntary discomfort to build resilience and appreciate what you have. Reframe challenges. View obstacles as opportunities for growth. Ask yourself, how can this situation help me become stronger or wiser? Reflect daily. Spend a few minutes each evening reviewing your actions. Did you act in alignment with your values? What can you improve tomorrow? Let go of approval. Remind yourself that your worth is not determined by others' opinions. Focus on living virtuously, regardless of external validation. The Stoic perspective on self-mastery is a timeless guide to living a life of purpose, resilience, and inner freedom. By focusing on what we can control, cultivating reason and virtue, and practicing self-discipline, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and clarity. As Seneca wisely said, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. You are arranging what lies in fortune's control and abandoning what lies in yours. In embracing Stoic principles, we reclaim our power, master ourselves, and unlock the path to true fulfillment. Chapter 3: Practical Steps to Embrace Stoic Self-Mastery. Embarking on the path of Stoic self-mastery involves deliberate practices that align one's actions with core Stoic principles. By integrating self-reflection, boundary setting, and embracing challenges, individuals can cultivate resilience and inner peace. 1. Self-reflection. Aligning actions with true values. Self-reflection is foundational in Stoic philosophy. It involves a continuous examination of one's thoughts, motivations, and actions to ensure they align with personal values rather than external approval. Practical steps. Daily journaling. Dedicate time each day to write about your actions and thoughts. This practice fosters awareness of areas where you may be seeking validation over authenticity. Mindfulness meditation. Engage in mindfulness to observe your thoughts without judgment, helping to identify patterns driven by external approval. Evening reflection. Reflect on daily events to assess whether your actions were in harmony with your values. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of self-examination. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This reflection encourages distinguishing between genuine concerns and those fabricated by our minds. 2. Setting boundaries. The art of saying no. Establishing boundaries is crucial for maintaining self-respect and authenticity. Recognizing that declining requests is an act of self-care, not selfishness, empowers individuals to prioritize their well-being. Practical steps. Identify limits. Understand your physical, emotional, and mental limits to set clear boundaries. Communicate clearly. Express your boundaries assertively yet respectfully, ensuring others understand your limits. Practice saying no. Rehearse declining requests to build confidence in real-life scenarios. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, taught the importance of focusing on what we can control. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. By setting boundaries, we exercise control over our lives, aligning with this Stoic principle. 3. Embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. Stoicism views challenges not as obstacles but as catalysts for personal development. Facing adversity with courage and resilience transforms difficulties into profound learning experiences. Practical steps. Reframe challenges. View obstacles as opportunities to strengthen character and skills. Cultivate resilience. Develop the ability to adapt and thrive amidst adversity through continuous practice. Seek discomfort. Intentionally engage in activities that push you beyond your comfort zone to build mental fortitude. Epictetus reminds us, the greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. This perspective encourages embracing challenges as avenues for achieving personal excellence. 4th, understanding the dichotomy of control. Central to Stoic practice is discerning between what we can and cannot control. Focusing on internal states, our thoughts and actions, rather than external events, fosters tranquility and empowerment. Practical steps. Acknowledge limits. Accept that external events are beyond your control, reducing unnecessary stress. Focus internally. Direct energy toward refining personal virtues and responses. Let go of outcomes. Detach from specific results, understanding that only your efforts are within your control. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Embracing this dichotomy leads to inner strength and serenity. 5. Practicing voluntary discomfort. Engaging in voluntary discomfort builds resilience and prepares individuals to face unforeseen hardships with equanimity. Practical steps, physical challenges, incorporate activities like cold showers or fasting to adapt to discomfort. Minimalism, simplify your lifestyle by reducing reliance on material possessions. Digital detox, periodically disconnect from technology to cultivate presence and mindfulness. Seneca advocated for this practice. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. By embracing discomfort, we fortify our mental and physical resilience. 6. Cultivating virtue, the foundation of Stoic ethics. Stoicism emphasizes living virtuously as the path to true contentment. Cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance leads to a fulfilling life. Practical steps. Pursue wisdom. Seek knowledge and truth through continuous learning. Act justly. Treat others with fairness and integrity. Exercise. Temperance. Practice self-control and moderation in all aspects of life. Epictetus emphasized the importance of virtue. First say to yourself what you would be and then do what you have to do. Aligning actions with virtuous intentions cultivates a harmonious and purposeful existence. 7. Engaging in community, extending Stoic principles beyond the self. While Stoicism focuses on individual development, it also recognizes the importance of contributing to the greater good. Chapter 4. The liberation of letting go. In the journey toward Stoic self-mastery, releasing the need for external approval is pivotal. This liberation allows us to experience authentic joy and freedom, aligning our actions with our true nature rather than societal expectations. Embracing Stoic principles doesn't entail isolation, but empowers us to engage more authentically, fostering deeper and more meaningful connections. As the adage goes, master yourself and the world will follow. Understanding the burden of external approval. The pursuit of external validation often leads to inner turmoil. When our self-worth hinges on others' opinions, we become susceptible to anxiety and lose touch with our authentic selves. Stoicism teaches that true contentment arises from within, independent of external accolades. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized focusing on what we can control. Some things are under our control, while others are not under our control. By internalizing this principle, we recognize that others' opinions are beyond our control, and thus should not dictate our self-worth. The freedom in letting go. Releasing the need for external approval grants us the freedom to live authentically. We begin to act in accordance with our values, leading to genuine happiness. This shift allows us to experience life fully, unburdened by the constraints of societal expectations. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, wisely noted, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This insight encourages us to let go of imagined fears about others' perceptions, embracing the freedom of authentic living. Authentic engagement with others. Stoic self-mastery doesn't advocate for detachment from others, but promotes genuine interactions. By understanding and accepting ourselves, we can connect with others on a deeper level, free from pretense. This authenticity fosters trust and meaningful relationships. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, reflected on the importance of inner virtue. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By focusing on our internal state, we cultivate genuine connections based on mutual respect and understanding. Practical steps to embrace letting go. Self-awareness. Regularly reflect on your motivations. Are your actions driven by personal values or the desire for approval? Mindfulness practices. Engage in mindfulness to stay present, reducing the influence of external opinions. Set personal boundaries. Establish limits that honor your values, allowing you to interact authentically without compromising your principles. Seek internal validation. Acknowledge your achievements and virtues without relying on external praise. Embrace imperfection. Accept that making mistakes is part of the human experience and doesn't diminish your worth. By implementing these practices, we align ourselves with Stoic principles, leading to a liberated and authentic existence. The ripple effect of self-mastery. Mastering oneself not only transforms our internal world, but also influences our external environment. When we embody authenticity and self-assurance, we inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of genuine interactions and relationships. As we let go of the need for external approval, we pave the way for a more fulfilling and liberated life, embodying the essence of Stoic wisdom. So, what's the takeaway? You weren't born to shrink yourself for the comfort of others. You were born to stand tall, live boldly, and master yourself. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Stoicism isn't about becoming cold or indifferent. It's about reclaiming your power. It's about saying no to the endless chase for approval and yes to the unshakable confidence that comes from living by your own values. The moment you stop pleasing everyone, you start pleasing the only person who truly matters, you. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe to Stoic Reign for more Stoic wisdom to level up your life. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Until next time, stay stoic, stay strong, and remember, your worth isn't up for negotiation. See you in the next video.